Okay, for chapter 7-2, we're looking at the guided practice on page 208. We're going to look at number 1 first. Number 1 says Sandy is upgrading her internet service. Fast internet charges $60 for installation and $50.45 per month. Quick internet has free installation but charges $57.95 per month. The first thing that wants us to do is write an equation that can be used to find the number of months for which the internet service would cost the same. So the first one for fast internet service, it says it was $60 plus, that was the installation charge, plus the $50.45 per month. So we had the initial fee, and then we represent the months here by X. So we had the initial fee of 60, we have 50.45 per month. Our months are represented by the variable X. The other internet service, Quick Internet, has free installation, so you don't have to add anything like we did here for 60. You don't have to add that onto this side because it's free installation, but every month they have to pay $57.95, and that's per month, so we show that by X. X represents per month, so if it was 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, we substitute that in for our variable here for X. So we've already solved A. A was just to write the equation out. 60, which was fast internet charge for installation, plus 50.45 per month, X represents months, is equal to Quick Internet's 57.95 per month, no installation charge. So we're going to look at part B now. Part B, we're just going to bring our equation down. Okay, so we want to solve for how many months is it going to take for it to be equal for the price. So just like we did for chapter 7-1, we want to get X by itself on one side, the number by itself on one side. First of all, just like when we were talking about the fractions today, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with decimals either. So I'm going to multiply these both by 100. That's going to get rid of the decimals, so I don't have to deal with that. So when I multiply this by 100, 100 times 60, and I can put that in my calculator to double check if I wanted. 100 times 60 gives me 6,000. And just to show that I'm getting rid of this decimal here, I can say 100 times 50.45 gives me 5,045. So plus 5,045 X, don't forget the X. But I don't have to worry about a decimal anymore now. Now again, 100 times 57.95, that's going to give me 5,795. 5,795. Again, don't forget to bring down the X. Now that they're all the same, I can just get them on each side. So I can say minus 5045X minus 5045X. Remember, whatever I do to one side, I want to do to the next. This side cancels out. I'm going to bring down my 6,000 equals, and then this side here, 5,795 minus 5,045 is going to give me 750. So it's going to equal 750X. I want to get rid of the 750. So since I'm multiplying, I'm dividing now. Divide by 750. 6,000 divided by 750 gives me 8. So 8 equals X. I can write it either way. X equals 8. I've got my variable on one side, a whole number, or a fraction, decimal, doesn't matter, on one side. And I've solved this problem. So X equals 8. And if I was to write this out verbally, I would say 8 months. At 8 months, it doesn't matter which internet provider I use. Alright, I'm going to show you guys an example from the bottom part here too, so number 3. Number 3 is showing how to get rid of a fraction. Above here we talked about how to get rid of a decimal. Now we're going to show how to get rid of a fraction so we can solve it normally. So 6 plus 4 over 5b equals 9 over 10b. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for what do I have in common here with the denominators. I have a 5 here and I have a 10 here. So I can make 5 turn into a 10. And 10 already is a 10. So I can use 10 as my least common multiple. So what that means is I'm going to multiply both sides by 10 in order to get rid of that denominator. If I get rid of the denominator, it makes the problem so much easier to work with. So I'm going to distribute this 10 to the 6 and distribute the 10 to the 4 over 5b. I'm going to look at just the left side first so I don't get confused. So looking at just the left side first, 10 times 6 gives me 60, plus 10 times 4 over 5b. Let's work that one out on the side here. So 10 over 1 is the same thing as showing 10, times 4 over 5, and we know that that's b. A way that I can do this is I can look at my numerator and my denominator. I can reduce this down by pulling 5 out here and pulling 5 out here. So 10 divided by 5 is going to give me 2. Now I'm left with 2 in my numerator. 2 times 4 is giving me 8 over just 1, which simplifies to 8. So now I'm going to put that back over here in my equation. So 10 times 4 over 5b gave me 8b. I'm going to just bring down this equation, and I'm going to solve for here now. So 10 times 9 over 10b. This one's easy because it just cancels out with the denominator. I'm multiplying by 10, so it cancels my denominator out. So now all I'm left with is my numerator, which is 9b. Now again, I just want to get my variable on one side and my number on one side. So I can subtract 8b. This is going to cancel that out. This is going to make it just 1b. And remember, I could just put 1 if I want, or I could just put b if I wanted to. So now that's the same thing as saying b equals 60. I could divide by 1, divide by 1. We know anything divided by 1 is itself. So I'm left with b equals 60 for my answer for number 3.